Okay, so we've just started a new quarter, and in today's video, I'm going to be doing an update to what's in my wallet for the second quarter of 2023. And the goals that I set out at the beginning of the year are, number one, getting under Chase 524 since I got 4 personal cards last year, and number two, focusing on hotel cards to build up points in those hotel rewards programs. So what's in my wallet this quarter? Well, to start, I'm still working on the sign-up bonus on the Hilton Honors Business card, so this is currently the primary card in my wallet. I was very fortunate to pick up this amazing sign-up bonus offer at the end of last year on the Hilton Honors Business card, which was pretty much a perfect fit for my goals for this year. And this sign-up bonus offer had 2 components. The first component was to earn 130,000 Hilton Honors points after spending $5,000 in the first 3 months. And the second component was to earn a free night award after spending $10,000 on purchases in the first 6 months. This gave me not only 1, but 2 sign-up bonus targets to hit on a single card. But for those of you familiar with this card, you also know that there's another very important benefit that comes standard on this card, and that is to earn a free night reward after spending $15,000 in a calendar year. So taking the sign-up bonus and the standard free night reward benefit together, after spending $15,000 on this card, I'd get at least 175,000 Hilton Honors points, including the 130K sub, plus at least an additional 45K points from making that spend, as well as 2 free night rewards. And it's been about 4 months since I received that card, so how am I doing so far? At the time of the recording of this video, I spent about $9,000, so I'm pretty close to reaching $10,000 in spend, which I'll definitely hit by the 6-month mark for the sign-up bonus. And then I'll be on my way to the ultimate spend goal of $15,000, which I need to complete by the end of this calendar year. Now, of course, there's other cards in my wallet, and a lot of them have very high annual fees, and they have statement credits and benefits that I need to be very mindful of. Taking a look at my entire credit card portfolio, there are 6 other cards with statement credits that I need to keep track of. 2 American Express Platinum cards, 1 American Express Business Platinum card, the Bank of America Premium Rewards Elite Credit Card, the Amex Gold Card, and the Amex Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant Card. So let's take a look at the relevant statement credits that I've used this year so far, starting with the Amex Platinum cards. As I mentioned before, I have the Amex Platinum, the Amex Morgan Stanley Platinum, and the Amex Business Platinum. Starting with my classic Amex Platinum, I've used $100 of the Saks Fifth credit, the $200 FHR credit, the $200 airline credit, and $45 of the Uber credit. And since I plan on canceling this card when the annual fee posts later this month, I plan on using the last $15 of Uber credit on my account before I actually cancel to maximize all the statement credits on this card. Next up is the Amex Morgan Stanley Platinum, and I've covered those exact same categories on the other Platinum card, plus $60 of the digital entertainment credit, and about $42 of the Walmart Plus credit. And with the Business Platinum card, I've covered only $200 of the Dell credit so far. As I've recently completed covering the airline incidental credits on my 2 personal Platinum cards, my next goal is to start working on my $200 airline incidental credit on this Business Platinum card. I also was planning on using the monthly $10 wellness credit on this card as well, but I recently lowered my internet bill with my cable company, which came with a promotional offer of getting a free cell phone plan for an entire year, so I won't be able to use this credit. As for the remaining cards, with my Bank of America Premium Rewards Elite Credit Card, I've used about $45 of the $300 airline incidental credit and about $36 of the $150 lifestyle credit. For the Amex Gold, I've maximized $30 of the monthly dining credit and $30 of the monthly Uber credit so far, and for the Bonvoy Brilliant Card, I've maximized the $75 of the monthly dining credit over the last 3 months. So even though I'm primarily using my Hilton Honors Business card, I want to make sure I keep up with the statement credits on each of my annual fee cards to make sure that I can lower my effective annual fees on these cards while I still primarily use a 1-card setup. And this brings us to my future credit card plans and how I'm organizing my applications for the rest of 2023. As I mentioned earlier, I'm over Chase 524, and to be specific, I'm actually at 724 and will be dropping to 424 in August of 2023. And I plan to keep my personal card applications to a minimum until March 2024, as that's when I'll be dropping to 324. So ideally, I'd like to hold off on any personal credit card applications until March 2024, as I want to make sure my Chase 524 status is as low as possible before starting to apply for personal cards again. But that doesn't mean I won't be taking advantage of sign-up bonuses or other offers during this time, so here are my plans for that. My first strategy is to ask for a retention offer when my American Express Morgan Stanley Platinum card is up for renewal. This is going to be a good data point to explore since I don't think there's much information about retention offers on the Morgan Stanley version of the Platinum card, and I'll definitely document my experience and share it with the rest of you regardless of the outcome. Hopefully I'll be able to get a retention offer, but again, we'll see, and if I do get one, I treat this as another sign-up bonus to hit if the retention offer comes with a minimum spend requirement. The second strategy is to continue applying for business cards. And in terms of new credit cards, my main target for this year is the Chase Hyatt business card. I've always wanted to get into the Hyatt program, so as someone who doesn't have access to Chase Transfer Partners, this would be a great way to get started. At the time of the recording of this video, this card has a sign-up bonus of 60,000 points after spending $5,000 in the first 3 months, and it also has a special point boost up until the end of the year, where you can earn 2 points per dollar spent in your top 3 eligible spend categories, shown here on this bottom list. The personal version of this card, which is the Chase World of Hyatt card, is another card that's on my radar, but again, I'm targeting the business version first because getting this card wouldn't affect my Chase 524 status. Another card that I'm looking at is the Marriott Bonvoy business card. Right now, the sign-up bonus on this card is to earn 75,000 Marriott Bonvoy points after spending $3,000 in the first 3 months. But this is a standard offer, so what I'm really waiting for is an elevated offer. Whoop, just a small little interrupt here. So I was just editing this video, and during the edit, I realized that a new offer just popped up for the Marriott Bonvoy business card, which was exactly the offer that I was looking for. In this limited time offer, which is the same offer in late 2022, you can earn 125,000 bonus Marriott Bonvoy points after spending $5,000 in purchases in the first 3 months, and this offer expires on May 3rd, 2023. So I'm definitely going to be applying for this card in the future, so keep an eye out for a future video to see what happens with my application. Okay, so let's get back to the video so I can explain why I want this card. I'm really hoping that an elevated offer pops up in 2023 because I'd like to stack the 15 Elite Night credits on top of the 25 credits that I received from my Bonvoy Brilliant card. This will make it possible for me to qualify for Titanium Elite status with Marriott, and if an elevated offer comes up, I may even apply for this card before the Chase Hyatt business card. And so now I want to discuss 2 cards that everyone is talking about in 2023, and that's the Bilt MasterCard and the Capital One Venture X. One of them is on my radar, and one of them is not. I would say the Bilt MasterCard is a very unique card with its ability to get 1x points back on rent, which could then be transferred to transfer partners like American Airlines and World of Hyatt. And given that rent is a top spending category for many people, this is an amazing card and literally the only card that covers this category. If I wasn't over Chase 524, I'd apply for this card already. But as it stands now, my desire to be under 524 for more lucrative sign-up bonuses is greater than my desire to earn points on rent. So I'm holding off on applying for the Bilt card for now. And as for the Capital One Venture X, I think that this card is such an amazing travel card that can be particularly valuable because of its multiple perks and benefits and comparatively lower annual fee. These factors make it the best entry-level luxury travel credit card. And there are 2 reasons why this card is one that I'm not going to be applying for in 2023. The first reason is that despite all the benefits and perks on the Capital One Venture X, my American Express Platinum card covers all the travel benefits that I'm looking for and in a more comprehensive way. Specifically, the Amex Platinum has a wider airport lounge network and has a much more established and valuable luxury hotel system, which are the benefits that I value most on this card. Now, having said this, will this always be the case? Maybe not, as Capital One is in the process of opening new lounges and has recently started their luxury program, which is called the Premier Collection. Only time will tell if Capital One will be able to challenge the Amex Platinum as the top travel card, and we'll probably see that happen within the next 3 to 5 years. The second reason that I'm not considering this card is that I already have a card that covers the everything else category and other important travel benefits. The Capital One Venture X offers 2x miles on all purchases, as well as primary rental car collision damage waiver, no foreign transaction fees, and is a Visa card, which makes it a great card to use internationally. But for me, I have my Bank of America Premium Rewards Elite credit card that does all of those things as well, so getting the Capital One Venture X card wouldn't be as helpful in my situation. So I'm not really looking into getting the Capital One Venture X card, at least for now. But if I did, the route I'd probably take would be to use their pre-approval tool first to apply for a lower tier card to build up some credit history with Capital One before applying for the Venture X. And I'm much more cautious with them because I'm very conservative when it comes to hard pulls, and Capital One is notorious for doing 3 hard pulls on your credit report with your application and has a history of unpredictable approvals. And if I'm getting hard pulled 3 times, I'm going to try to maximize my chances any way that I can. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't apply for the Venture X if you have no history with Capital One, nor am I saying that this is a bad card, but to decide if this card is really right for you, it's important to look at your overall credit card setup to make sure that applying for this card makes sense in your specific situation. And so those are the cards in my wallet in the second quarter of 2023, and the cards I'm looking to add to my wallet in the near future. And if you want to learn about applying for a business card and how to deal with turning a denial into an approval, make sure to check out this video next.